Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Insight Podcast. I am your host, Daniel Altaher, the Advanced Digital Marketing Strategist here at Sentinel Technologies. And today we have an exciting episode lined up for you. We'll be diving into a crucial topic in the world of cybersecurity, Cisco XDR, and how it's transforming the way businesses manage security threats. Now, we're thrilled to have two experts joining us today on the show to help unpack this. First, I'd like to introduce John Kyle, Vice President of Sales here at Sentinel Technologies. Thank you for joining us, John.
Daniel, it's an honor to be here. I'm a huge fan of your podcast, and I'm a huge fan of Chad Richards, the gentleman you're about to speak about too. I do appreciate the top billing. I feel it's justified.
And also on the show, we have Mr. Chad Richards. He is the Senior Director of Technical Sales at Fortis by Sentinel, joining us to share his insights as well. So welcome back to the show, I should say, Chad. Welcome back.
Yeah, Daniel. I, too, am excited to be here, excited about the topic. So thanks for having me.
We know you love it.
So the first time he was on, Daniel, was he the top billing like I am today? Or was he also? How did that work?
Oh, you guys are going to bicker all day, and it's going to be a great show. Today, we're going to talk about two things I know you both love.
My question was for you, sir, not for Chad. There's no bickering. This is being inquisitive.
Chad's top billing. You guys are both triple A listers in my eyes.
Of course.
We'll take it.
You take it? All right, yes. Cool.
Thank you for saying my name.
We're talking about something I know you both love, and I know you're both very passionate about, and that is Cisco XDR, what it is, how it works, how Sentinel and Fortis are using it to protect digital environments with the organizations that we provide services to. And we'll be keeping this conversation very informative so you can learn all about XDR. So just to get us started, for those who may not be familiar, Cisco XDR, Extended Detection and Response, is a comprehensive security solution that is designed to detect and respond to threats across multiple vectors. It simplifies security operations, enhances visibility, and that is very critical in today's evolving threat landscape. So John, top bill in your eyes, I'm going to start with you here. So from a sales perspective, Vice President of Sales here at Sentinel, what are the main security challenges that you're seeing from Cisco XDR solving for our customers?
Well, again, thank you for acknowledging the top billing. I'm honored to be here. And by the way, I'm a huge Chad Richards fan. So for people who don't know Chad Richards, Chad is a Cisco Hall of Famer. He was with Cisco for 15 years. We were fortunate enough to be able to start working with Chad. I love Chad Richards. Chad Richards is amazing. Chad, when he told me about XDR and again got us, he's like, we have to invest in XDR. So, right, I don't want to talk necessarily about a technical standpoint, but when Chad tells us, it's like E.F. Huttenbeck, when E.F. Hutton speaks, people listen. We listened with Chad. So Chad and I then went to each one of our sales reps and they had to do an XDR pitch. So all of our sales reps had to be able to understand it and explain XDR to the point where Chad, who would act as a customer on these phone calls, he would have to agree or disagree that they have passed and they understand XDR. Not just talking about the highlights, but just the importance of XDR. XDR literally is such a cool product. It's the Rosetta Stone of security. XDR is the next wave of technology for security, where Cisco's leveraging their AI. But Cisco did something really cool. I say the Rosetta Stone is this. Cisco got the other products on board, or is in the process of getting other products on board before they even got some of their own products. A perfect example, CrowdStrike was integrated in Cisco's XDR before their own Cisco. That was Cisco's initiative. Cisco really got this product right. The reason why I know is this, Sentinel currently in the world, globally, is number one when it comes to pipeline, number one when it comes to Cisco registrations, and number one when it comes to revenue. And our customers that have this product really, really like it. It's a great product. Cisco hit a home run with this product. So I feel honored that we get to lead with this product and partner with our friends at Cisco. This is a great product, and our customers are really, really liking it. And outside of being one customer, the price point is where it needs to be at too. Cisco has done a great job with this product.
That's amazing. That's great insights, John. So I know you're more in a leadership role here as the VP, but when you're still discussing XDR with customers, or having your reps discuss it, how do you communicate the value of pairing Cisco's technology with Sentinel's implementation and support services?
Sentinel's been around for 42 years. We started as a third-party IBM mainframe maintenance provider. And the cool thing about Sentinel is this. We have always been taking care of it. We've been working for the customer. We're not like some of our competitors who are trying to sell licensing boxes. we've always been hands-on with the customers, providing that support for the customers. This selling the XDR technology. Now we've had some customers who have just bought XDR Advantage, just bought the licensing. We've had other customers who've leveraged some of the breach suite, the suites that Cisco offers. And again, for people who are listening to this and aren't familiar with the suites, it's 3, 4, 5 different technologies wrapped into one suite. So you get the pricing incentive, and you get different Cisco technologies at honestly at better prices. It's really cool. Or you can go to an enterprise agreement. We've sold, Chad and I and our teams have sold all 3 of these different types of technologies, and then leveraging our managed services, our SOC, our Fortis, which Chad's responsible for. Fortis, we've leveraged that for the customers that need it. Now, some customers have just bought the XDR and they're managing it themselves, or they're leveraging it as part of their security practice with Sentinel already. Customers have been able to trust for a very long time.
That's really helpful to understand how you guys are positioning XDR in the broader picture of different security solutions.
If I could jump in real quick, again, when I go back to the 42 years, so okay, what has Sentinel done really well? Sentinel helped people through the mainframe, through the Novell era. Then we helped them through the Cisco network. Then we've helped customers through the voice over IP era. Like Sentinel was the 2003 Global Voice over IP Partner of the Year. 2003 Global Voice. We're the global champ with XDR right now. We were the global champ with voice over IP in 2003. Then we help people with the VMware. Then we've helped people with the security boom, with chat, helping them literally. When I first started Sentinel 18 years ago, I'd sell you a PIX firewall and maybe an iron port, and we were done. That has changed so much. And again, through our evolution, is we've been an IT company, Daniel, for 42 years. 42 years. That's unbelievable. IT has barely existed 42 years, and we have been an organization helping our customers, not just giving options, but giving recommendations and supporting our customers. 42 years. And this XDR is an incredible extension of our history of what we've been doing to help take care of our customers. Jen, anything you want to add? What
is unmatched?
Yeah, no, you hit it on the head. I mean, the technology is sound. We're seeing a paradigm shift in security, not much unlike going from AV to EDR, from stateful firewalls to next generation firewalls. This is actually a shift that's happening, and some people are getting sick of hearing the term XDR because we've been talking about it for so many years before it actually came to fruition, but it is not something that can be ignored. This is a foundation that's going to be the staple of everybody's network in the future. And so it is time to look at it. It's time to figure out how do we build upon it? How do we add it into our portfolio and look forward into making it a key point in our security portfolio.
It's exciting, Chad, Daniel, too. Daniel, yes, sorry, but I'm the headliner here, so hold on, Holmes. All right, so check this out. With XDR, they've just added Rupert. They've added Cohesive. They're adding more and more stuff as we go that we're able to support our customers for different products that we've possibly sold. This product is really, really good. I mean, this is, Chad, I mean, you're selling it with me, man. The customers are happy. This is a cool product. And again, for everyone out there who's watching this guy is super cool. He's probably wearing jeans right now. That's how cool he is. Hey, Daniel, you probably are too, but I don't care. I'm a working man. I got to work.
Suited and booted.
You guys are the stars here, man. I got to earn for a living, man.
Suited and booted. All right, Chad, let's shift over to the technical side of XDR a little bit. So maybe you could walk us through how Cisco XDR helps Sentinel's customers detect and respond to potential threats more efficiently.
Yeah, there's many things that the Security Operations Center looks for, but if I can kind of funnel it down into different pieces. So the first thing is we want speed, right? We want to see that these alerts get to us faster. And the way that an XDR is able to do that is because it's AI driven, right? We know that AI can move a lot faster than any human can, right? So they've embedded that into the technology to be able to do that and correlate the events. It's also behavior based. We don't have to wait for an alert to trigger, and then we're just searching alerts to stitch them together. It can look through the behaviors and line it up to the MITRE attack frame. And then allow it to speed up to get to a point of do I care, don't I care faster. The other thing that we need is accuracy, right? We don't need to chase our tails time and time again and just waste our time going after certain things. So the correlation there of being able to take an event and then wait for it to bring the next action in So moving directly along the techniques of MITRE, knowing that this is a kill chain that's coming before our eyes, and as that severity raises up, we can actually create a ticket and then start to investigate that. The last piece is confidence, right? We want to make sure, like, whatever we're getting, because we're going to start to take action, we're going to isolate, we're going to do something to take it off of the network. So in let's say a SIM based functionality, you're searching the SIM database, right? Whenever you do a query with XDR, it actually can reach into the native tools and do its search. So it can actually pull the enrichment and pull the threat hunting directly from the tools themselves. It also has an aspect to where it actually looks at assets, looks at the user data. So not only do you know the threat that's transpiring, you know what it is that's actually being involved in the actual attack, you know what users on the actual device. All this is crucial information that needs to be in front of any analyst going forward, but to be able to make those decisions of, okay, now I'm gonna snipe this off of the network.
Now, I know you already spoke to some of the features there, but what are some of the other technical benefits that make Cisco XDR as a product stand out from other detection and response solutions that are on the market, especially when it comes to doing the integration with other Sentinel services?
And the big one is and John mentioned this a little bit, tool agnostic, right? Cisco has really embraced the fact that can't do it alone, right? There's a lot of cool, amazing tools out there in the market that they're leader in their respective area, and customers want choice, right? They want to be able to have different tools and different things, and so not like other XDRs that are in the market, they're handcuffed to their EDR. Cisco did not do that. There's nothing that is handcuffed to. It can ingest from multiple third-party tools. They've also acknowledged the need for cloud and for network, and acknowledged it so much they've built it into the tool, so that when you buy the Cisco XDR, you're getting a network analytics and you're getting a cloud analytics tool. Why is that valuable? Because now you can take raw data from the cloud, raw data from the network, feed it into this technology, and the technology is able to pull behaviors out of that, and again map those threats to it, as well as they take the third party a step further into automation. John mentioned some of the backup systems of Cohesity and Veeam and Rubrik, right? So imagine a world to where a threat starts to come, and we're not really sure it's a full threat, so we don't want to shut systems down, but right, we want to take some precautionary action. Precautionary action is take a snapshot of the server, right? Let's tell the backup to do a snapshot at this moment. Then if it comes to fruition to where, we have a full blown attack, have the backup system automatically restore the server, bring it right back, right, and have all that without a human touch. This is the technology.
Chad, would you agree also to? I mean, it's in a way kind of courageous by Cisco. I mean, and I was on a call with Cisco. You were on it too. Where I use the term Rosetta Stone. The Cisco guy really liked that because, again, it's translating other people's languages, and that's saying that only one language is correct. I mean, Hollow is part of XDR, CrowdStrike, Sentinel One. Cisco's courageous in the sense that they're recognizing, okay, with Cisco love, I'm sure they love all of our research, but they're recognizing there's other great products out there. Instead of trying to fight them necessarily, they've integrated them into a tool to give a customer a dashboard to literally see their whole Cisco environment, their whole security environment without being pigeonholed into just one manufacturer. When's the last time we've seen a company of Cisco's magnitude do something like that? Yeah. And their goal right now, they're trying to Chad's point, they're right now in the process of trying to get Fortinet. We have some customers who have Fortinet. They're waiting to see when is Fortinet going to be ingested into XDR. And that AI play, so Cisco bought Splunk for what, Chad, was it $28 billion? They bought Splunk.
I think so.
Something like that. We've been using Splunk for 5-6 years. We love Splunk. We've been really using Splunk. But again, though, Splunk is one of those products where you need to have analysts to interpret the data, things of that nature. It's one of those great data links where XDR is getting smarter every day. Am I correct there, Chad?
Yeah.
It's AI.
Yeah, and that's why it's a game changer in the cybersecurity space.
Yeah. Daniel, we've got accounts that have never had a SOC SIM that are literally buying our XDR managed services. And because they're not necessarily familiar with XDR, they're having us run the tool. And again, the tool is saving us time too, right, Chad? Because again, it's presenting us the data. It's highlighting almost a bad signal for the things we really need to watch out for. Again, how would you describe that in a
Well,
better way than
it's given us a true opportunity to separate out the risk of threat and compliance, right? Typically, we'd have to junk all that together inside of a SIM and have the SIM do all those things for us, right? Whether an auditor comes to look at our logs to make sure we're keeping everything, or we're trying to detect a threat, we were trying to do it all in one system. We now have the availability to separate the two, to where now we can use the XDR. If it's all I'm worried about is threat and all I'm worried about is that risk, let's just feed that thing and let's have that pull those threats out for us, and we can investigate those. And then in a different system, log retention tool, you may not even need a full monitored SIM in that aspect. You just need to keep logs for a year, 2 years, 3 years, depending on what compliances you're under. Now we can separate those out, and we don't have to keep every single log that doesn't either, start an investigation or enhance an investigation. Let's keep those in two separate buckets, and customers are really resonating with that story of understanding that, because it is, they usually find one of the side or the other that's really nice, right? It's like, I have really good threat analysis, but they're really horrible at keeping log retention, or I have really good log retention, but it's a pain in the butt to keep up with all the integrations and all of the alarms and everything that I need to do. It takes the Army to run a SIM typically, and I don't have the people for that. So this allows
the Army is because of all the false positives, right? I mean, and we would say, hey, we'll muddy through all the false positives, so we really give you what the stuff you have to worry about. XDR is making this easier for us too. Good product.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because when you think about when in a SIM technology, right, and I'm relying on alerts that sit within inside of that database. I want more alerts and I want probably the higher level of false positives, because I want to be alerted. I want things that trigger the investigation. But if you can have the AI go through and say, okay, we got somebody rattling the door, and the lock, was able to keep them out, right? Maybe we don't need to investigate that. But if they rattle the door and then maybe the window starts to go up, right, and linking those two events together, now it's starting to get more severe, to where it's like, all right, this is something we need to investigate even faster, and it gets and it ramps up. There's certain actions, right, as somebody's walking past a building over and over again, that's something that you don't think twice about. But if your building was robbed, then later you'd want to go through that data to determine, was one of those individuals casing the joint, right? Were they looking to scope us out to figure out if we were a victim or not? But you need something that's actually intelligent enough to be able to hold on to that data and then stitch together throughout time. And that's essentially what XDR does for us, right? To me, it's the next generation SOAR and the next generation EDR.
Next generation SOAR, real Chad, can you talk a little bit more about next generation? What does SOAR mean?
Yeah, so when we first had a SIM come out and we were putting all our data into this data lake, and we needed not only to normalize the data and build reports and searches and all that, we needed automation, right? If we get the same alert that comes through, I need something to happen, right? I want if it's a brute force event, I want my firewall or router and my external network to shunt the traffic. But it was very linear, to where it was like, rule, A plus B equals C action kind of thing. And it didn't have much intelligence in it. Now with the onslaught of tools that are coming out and the way that we have to adapt to threats that are coming out on the, quite quickly, day zero, it seems like everything's a day zero attack these days. We need something that can adapt faster and move faster, right? Not necessarily wait for the latest update and its signature set. That's where I believe the XDR, the automation, the capabilities, and everything that it's doing, is taking over what the SOAR was supposed to do. I believe that technology is being absorbed by XDRs.
Yeah, Daniel, like there's something XDR remembers, learns, and improves. Like I've been someone for 18 years. I'm 54 years old, and I'll tell some of my younger reps, it's not that I'm smart yet. It's just I've seen things. I have experiences that I can relate to that they don't have. And that's what XDR is doing every day, though. It's getting smarter, and it's not just having to. A lot of times, Chad and I, we have to repeat ourselves. XDR, you don't have to.
Right.
All right. So let's sum up a few key takeaways for our listeners here. Cisco XDR, providing a unified, streamlined solution for detecting and responding to threats, making it easier for businesses to protect their assets. Now, Sentinel Technologies, along with Fortis, partners to implement Cisco XDR for all of our clients. Hopefully they're next, whoever's next. You said #1 in the world globally, right, currently?
So Daniel, literally I got the email from Cisco. We're #1 globally for not only for pipeline and registrations, but also for sales. But that honestly, and I love it. First of all, I think you're a Class A director. I'm so glad you work here at Sentinel. Honestly, I think the work you do is awesome. Chad is really good, and he's got a team of reps, technical sales specialists. They really care about the customer. They do a really good job, and again, they're very transparent. Like right now, Chad, correct me here, but like we have a situation right now where Fortinet is not quite part of the XDR platform. It's in the process, but what I love about our guys is they're incredibly transparent with customers. Not yet. Give it a few more months. Rupert just made it. Cohesity just made it. There's some other things. It's exciting as you see the XDR integrate more things to be able to. But yeah, our guys do a good job of being very transparent and looking out for the customer. That's how you get to do this for 42 years. Like we have one of our sales reps, and forgive me, Dan, if I'm talking too long here, we're doing a lot of things. We're giving guidance for AI. But to be in IT for 42 years, there are not many organizations in the world that have been doing what we've been doing, privately held for 42 years. There's a lot of changes that have happened in technology between, is 3Com going to win or Cisco? Is it VMware? What's going on at VMware? Is that for real? All the things that we've done. And really, some of the biggest ones really it's been that. God bless Chad and his team. And the team that supports Chad's team, that what we sell actually truly does work, deliver, and really create a greater result than the initial expectation of the customer of just really securing that. Chad's team is great.
Yes, they are. And for those of you listening today who want to learn more about how Cisco XDR can protect your business, I do encourage you to reach out to Sentinel Technologies. We have a team full of experts that are ready to help you and start your journey here. We'd be happy to discuss how the solution can be customized for your needs and help you stay ahead of potential threats. Now, John, Chad, thank you both for sharing your insights today. It's clear that Cisco XDR combined with Sentinel's expertise is a powerful tool for businesses to navigate the complex world of cybersecurity. And I want to thank you, our listeners, for tuning into this episode of the Insight Podcast. If you're interested in learning more about Cisco XDR or exploring how Sentinel could support your cybersecurity initiatives, please reach out. And until next time, signing off from the Insight Podcast. Take care.
Thank you, Dave.